What if I told you there's a place on Earth where trees have stood since the time of dinosaurs, and they're still alive today, holding secrets we're only beginning to understand? Picture a forest so ancient that when its first trees sprouted, the continents were still drifting into place. This is the Daintree Rainforest in Queensland, Australia, a living relic from a world long gone. While most forests have come and gone over millions of years, the Daintree has survived. It's home to plant species that trace back over 180 million years, making it one of the oldest ecosystems on the planet. But how did it endure when so many others vanished? And what can these trees tell us about our own future? To grasp the wonder of the Daintree, you first need to understand what makes it so unique. Most rainforests are young by comparison. The Amazon, for instance, formed only 10 million years ago. The Daintree is nearly 20 times older. It survived the asteroid impact that wiped out the dinosaurs, outlasted ice ages, and witnessed the birth of flowering plants. It's often called a green dinosaur itself, not just for its age, but because many of its species have remained virtually unchanged since the Mesozoic era. But its survival wasn't guaranteed. Climate shifts, geological upheavals, and human arrival all threatened its existence. Yet here it stands, a timeless, breathing archive. So how did these trees make it through so much chaos? The answer lies in a combination of luck, location, and incredible biological resilience. Let's start with the Daintree's geography. Nestled between the Coral Sea and mountain ranges, it sits in a climatic sweet spot. Ocean currents bring consistent moisture, creating a stable, humid environment even during global dry spells. That consistency allowed species to hold on while others went extinct. But it's not just about location, it's about design. Many of the Daintree's trees belong to ancient plant families like the conifers and cycads, which evolved survival strategies long before modern trees existed. Take the Idiospermum, for example, nicknamed the idiot fruit because its seeds are toxic to most animals. That toxicity, it turns out, was a brilliant defense mechanism that protected it for millennia. But the real magic of the Daintree lies in its layers, both seen and unseen. Walk through this forest, and you're stepping through time. The canopy is dominated by giants like the fan palm and the bull kauri pine, some of which have been growing for over 1,000 years. Their bark is thick, fire-resistant. Their roots dig deep into nutrient-poor soil, drawing sustenance from partnerships with fungi that have existed since the age of dinosaurs. Below them, middle-story trees like the blue quandong rise, their fruit still eaten by cassowaries, birds that themselves are living relics. And on the forest floor, you'll find plants that look almost prehistoric. Ferns with fronds as wide as umbrellas, and cycads that have changed little since they were nibbled on by long-necked sauropods. This isn't just a forest, it's a carefully balanced, ancient collaboration. Every plant, every fungus, every insect plays a role in a system that's been fine-tuned over epochs. Perhaps the most astonishing part of this story is what these trees remember. Scientists studying the Daintree have found that its flora contain genetic blueprints that have been lost everywhere else. Some of its trees produce chemical compounds that are unknown in any other forest, compounds that may hold clues for new medicines or climate-resistant crops. The Daintree is like a vast, living hard drive storing biological data from a lost world. And because it's remained relatively undisturbed, That data is intact, but it's vulnerable. Climate change, deforestation, and invasive species now threaten this fragile library. Losing the Daintree wouldn't just mean losing trees. It would be like burning the last original copy of Earth's oldest book today. The Daintree stands as a monument to endurance. It reminds us that life, when given the right conditions, can persist through almost unimaginable change. Conservation efforts are now underway to protect it, from reforestation projects to community-led tourism that values the forest alive rather than cleared. The Daintree's story isn't just about the past, it's about the future. In its shade we find hope, proof that even in a rapidly changing world, pockets of ancient wisdom can still thrive. These trees have seen continents shift, climates transform, and species come and go. They are silent witnesses to deep time. And if we listen closely, they might just have something to teach us about resilience, balance, and what it takes to survive. If you could walk among these ancient trees and ask them one question, what would it be? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to Wonder Explorer for more journeys into the planet's most incredible places.